Now, I look at USC, and some people have them in the top 25. Some people have them in the top 20. I think they're still going to be able to score. I fully anticipate them being able to score, but it's in large part due to the fact that Lincoln Riley's always scored. They're always going to score. They're going to have weapons. They're going to have speed. They're going to have explosiveness. And maybe Zachariah Branch takes over games over and over and over again and route to a Heisman Trophy. I don't know the answer to that. But I do know that scoring won't be an issue for the Trojans. I do know that defense has been an issue for quite some time. And I feel like we've beaten a dead horse. Okay. We've beaten a dead horse with SC. I know their defense is bad. The question is, can their defense get worse? No. In all likelihood, are they going to get way better under D'Anton Lynn? I would hope so. They were 117th in havoc rate. UCLA was when D'Anton Lynn took over. 117th in havoc rate. You know where they finished last year? That'd be 5th. For those keeping track at home, check my math here. 117th to 5th, that is a 112 spot improvement. Thereabouts. Pretty big jump. I look at when D'Anton Lynn took over at UCLA, they were 92nd in scoring. You know where they finished last year? 14th. In a league that was pretty dang good when it came to the different offenses that D'Anton Lynn had to face off against. I look at how they attacked the quarterback, the sacks, the adjustments, the pressure rate that they were able to create, and man, they took off by leaps and bounds. So while I look at last year's defense and think that Alex Grinch tried to do way too much, tried to dictate, think they were unsound, think they were not good tacklers, I think there were a lot of issues with last year's group, for sure. I think D'Anton Lynn is going to be a little bit simpler defensively. He's not going to go in and start recreating the wheel. But I also think simple, when you can oftentimes attract superior talent, isn't the worst thing in the world. If you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in, the 90s, all they did was run a defense called Tampa 2, which 2 safeties. Derek Brooks played the middle of the field. He was the middle linebacker. Middle linebacker just ran right to the middle of the field. And they really only rushed 4. Why? Because they had Warren Sapp, Booger McFarland, and others. You don't have to get too crazy defensively when you got great defensive personnel. And USC, while their defensive personnel is not what it once was, in all likelihood, with their NIL war chest, with their blue blood status, they should be able to recruit better than most teams that they're playing against. So therefore, they should be able to recruit superior personnel, which ultimately down the road should have them in a position to play better defense. Do they have to adjust how they practice? Probably. Are there other tweaks I would make? Sure. But at the same time, I still think USC has a chance down the road to be better. It just won't be this year. They're going to play the spoiler this year. They're going to create some problem for some folks. They're going to probably still be able to score with just about anybody, but I have questions about them holding up along both lines of scrimmage in the Big Ten, which is why I have them in Tier 3 at the moment.